abstract and general categories, let me engage the two reports by focusing on my own country, Turkey, where unfortunately we have experienced almost every single problem regarding media freedom that is stated in the two reports. After the abortive coup in July 2016, about 200 media outlets were not only banned under emergency rule, but their properties were unlawfully confiscated. Many of these media were Kurdish or the oppositional media. Over 3,000 journalists lost their jobs. Turkey is currently the world's biggest prison for journalists. In April 2018, Stockholm Center for Freedom denounced the situation of 200 journalists arrested, 59 convicted, and 140 wanted and forced to live abroad. In December 2018, the International Press Institute stated that 161 journalists were in prison and 95% of the media was controlled directly by the government. And the government, unfortunately, keeps vilifying journalists and critical intellectuals as terrorists, traitors, or enemies of the state. There is extreme censorship over websites and social media as well. Thousands have been detained for social media posts and hundreds arrested. Even a website like the Wikipedia is banned in Turkey with the pretext of national security, and self-censorship has become the main mechanism to survive the ongoing witch hunt against the media and the society. Currently, the pro-government businessmen have a virtual monopoly over the mainstream media. Public media, which are funded by citizens' taxes, have turned into official propaganda machines of the government. During the elections, the overwhelming majority of the media denied the opposition a fair time of coverage. For example, in the run-up to June 2018 elections, the state broadcaster devoted 181 hours to President Erdogan and his allies, but only 16 hours to his main rival, despite legally being required to give equal airtime. The media was never free in Turkey, but in parallel with the establishment of an authoritarian presidential system over the last 3 years, media freedom in Turkey has deteriorated quite dramatically. We know that authoritarian regimes never like free media and intellectuals who produce and disseminate critical knowledge. So if we want to win the struggle for democracy in Turkey or elsewhere, we need to ensure at least some degree of media freedom so that citizens can have access to reliable information and a diversity of viewpoints that are necessary to make any informed decision about their political future. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hişyar. That concludes the speakers on behalf of political groups. Do either of the rapporteurs wish to respond at this stage, or do you wish to keep your time until the end of the debate? The end of the debate. That's fine. Thank you very much indeed. So we now move on to the main list of speakers, and the first on that list is Stefan Shanak. The floor is yours.
Dankeschön.